Hey, Frida girl. Hey, Miss Hair NYC. What up, KB? Hola, hello, happy Sunday. Hello. Happy Sunday. We're getting started a little later than usual. I'm really good, Frida. How are you? We're getting started a little later than usual. Please forgive me. I had to run and get my water, make sure my lips weren't ashy, make sure my hands weren't ashy. And that took 7 minutes. Sorry to tell you. What up, Kay? Hey, boss. How are you? Happy Sunday. YouTube, Facebook. How are you? Frida girl, do you have scalp issues? Is that why you're here? Hey, Kim. Excuse me. Happy happy Sunday. How are you? Hey, boss. Hello. How are you? Kim, I didn't see you last week. Were you in class and I just missed it? I feel like I need. Oh, I'm gonna get something to prop this up a little bit because I feel short. Your clients have scalp issues. We are finna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Frida, thank you for saying that because sometimes I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not. But even if you're here and you don't even have scalp issues, that I feel like I'm doing the right thing. Hello, hey boss, how are you? All right, Facebook. Hi, YouTube. Hey, Miss Idiva, how are you? Gloria, you're here early. I appreciate it. Um, really quick, just some household items before we get started. Okay. First, I would like for you to, all right, there's about 15-ish of us between both platforms. First of all, I want you to introduce yourself and then I'll do the same. Okay. I want you to tell me what's your name, tell me what city you're from, and then tell me if you're new or if you're an OG here. If you've been here a while, excuse me, you know the drill. Let the people know. Are you new or are you an OG? What up, Mo Dollars? Are you new? Are you an OG? If you are new, it means you've been with Texture Press for less than a year. If you're an OG now, you've been with TP for more than a year. Mo, let the people know. Are you new or are you an OG? Gloria, we know you're from Florida by way of Brooklyn. But tell the people if you're new or if you're an OG, Gloria. Thank you, Mo. Mo said she loves my hair. This hair is from Golden Swish. Um, I need to actually do something to it. I washed it. What's today? Saturday, Sunday. Today's Sunday. I washed it last week sometime and I didn't put any Trisha. Fancy seeing you here, girl. How are you? I watched it. I watched it a while ago. Kim, you're new. I didn't realize you were new. Hey, Kim. I watched this unit a while ago, and I didn't put any real product in it. Just some of the dew, which is like why the curls look the way that they do. I really love that product. Um, so yeah. Tamika, hello from Memphis. Happy Sunday. I'm so glad you're here. Meredith, did I ever tell you that I lived in DC for, PG County, so I guess that's not DC. But Meredith, did I tell you I lived in PG County for like a year? I worked for some lobbyists and lawyers. Never do that again, right? Learn some things, you know? Hi, Iman. Hey, boss. How are you? Okay, please tell me if you're new, if you're an OG. Tell me where you're from. Hey, Della. Tell me if you're new, if you're an OG, what city you're from. Please tell me your name because I'm going to try and remember it as best I can. Right, Myra? Myra's my girl. Myra's my girl. She has fine hair. And last week we told Myra what kind of hairstyles she can do in terms of protective styles. Right, Myra? Did we take notes last week? Hey, Patricia. And yes, Patricia is an OG. Patricia, have you been with TP since before the pandemic? Before quarantine? Not before the pandemic, but before quarantine. Hey boss, hello. Okay, so let's get started. Andrea, just give me one moment. Let me get myself together. Hey Danielle. What up, Chi Chi? Okay, so my name is Ebony K. I am the owner of Texture Press, and we teach women every single thing we know about healthy hair. I think if it doesn't speak, what I do doesn't speak more so now about the times that we're in. Um, I don't know what will. I have been adamant about teaching women and giving women the tools that they need to be more confident in life, right? In life and in their workspace. And I feel like a lot of times the way you show up your most confident self is when your hair is thriving, right? When you feel like you have control over your hair, when you feel like you understand your hair, when your hair is being obedient. If you think about some of your most confident moments in life, I bet you your hair was done, right? Right? Gloria, let me tell you something. If I request to go live with you and you're not got your water, you're not got your water, don't come for me, Gloria, unless I send for you. You know better, okay? Now I'm talking to Gloria like this because Gloria's checking me, asking me where's my water. We better all have it. You go get your, what up, Chris? You go get your water and you come back to class. But if you got your water on deck, you just say you're ready, please. You have your water? You have, Miss Chica, you got your water? You come into class? Did you come to class with your water? Hey, Gigi. My name is Andrea. I am medium new in VA Beach, and my goal is density, length, and overall health. I will achieve by being consistent and do no harm. That's really important. Danielle, do you have your water? I'm the person that used your tip. You sent me pictures, right? Miss KB here is over here on IG, and she's a stylist in New York City, I imagine. And she did the TP bun and showed me her results. And I haven't been active on social media enough to repost it, but as soon as I am, I will. Do you have your water, Miss KB here? Gloria, where's your water? Danielle has her water. Jessica, you are a true OG. What do you mean not a true OG? Jessica, do you have your water? Marley, do you have your water? Myra, do you have your water? I don't see enough readies. We'll wait to get class started until we get enough readies. This y'all know better than this. And especially for this topic, we're talking about scalp health. Okay? How to get that scalp in order. And we're not starting class until we get enough readies. Water in hand. Okay, thank you, Myra. Miss KB here. Yes, okay, got my water. Thank you. We're not starting class until we have enough readies. I'll wait. Thank you, Marley. Thank you, Kay. All right, Gloria. Thank you. Meredith, thank you. Yes, Miss KB here. Thank you. Oh, Jessica Johnson, roll call. Jessica Johnson, where's your water? All right, Kim, thank you. Thank you, Miss 19. Thank you. Thank you. Water ready. Okay, Angelique. I thought we were sleeping. You know what I mean? What was that? That was like 45 seconds of I don't know if we're doing class at all. Okay. All right. Okay. So before we really get started, do me a favor, please. Thank you, Frida. Do me a favor, please. Okay. If you're on Instagram, if you see someone that has a question, please direct them at the very bottom of the screen on the right-hand side. I will answer all questions at the end of this class. We're already 17 minutes in and I ain't taught a thing. Okay. I'm going to do my best to keep this class at an hour. Okay. 8:17. We should be wrapping this thing up. Yes? No? We all on the same page? Please help me stay on track. I need a moderator at some point, but for right now, this is a group effort. We're going to help me stay on track. Yes, all of your questions, Instagram, do me a favor, please, at the very bottom of the screen on the right-hand side. If you see someone asking a question, just let them know where to leave their question so that I can get to their question at the end of class. If you are on Facebook, if you are on YouTube, do me a favor, please. You can ask your questions throughout class. Just understand that I'm not going to really be able to answer your question in depth until I finish the outline for today's class. Okay? Yes? Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's get started. Okay, so tonight's class, we are talking all about scalp health. Yes? Do we feel like that's an important foundation to your hair goals? I don't care what your hair goal is, right? You can tell me if you think that scalp health is the foundation to whatever your hair goal is. Your hair goal could be, hey Maxine, your hair goal could be, hey Melanie, your hair goal could be length, it could be density, it could be stopping and or reducing the flakes. Your hair goal could be more shine. Your hair goal could be more moisture. Your hair could be hair that's that you're able to control the breakage. Chelsea, of course, yes. Miss Diva, of course, yes. The foundation to a healthy hair journey is going to be a healthy scalp. Okay. How many of us have spoken with our stylist, right? Whether you've been to textured press or not. Okay. Here's my question. How many of us have been to a stylist and spoken with a stylist about what scalp health for you looks like? What it looks like and what it means. How many of us, by show of hands, how many of us have spoken to a stylist, right? A healthy hair care professional, a stylist, someone behind the chair about what a healthy scalp looks like for us? How many of us? By way of hands, put your hand up. No? Instagram, never? Kim, we have. Tamika, we have. Myra, we have. That makes me feel good. Right? Because it means to me that there are enough professionals who are taking healthy hair care, long hair care, more defined hair. We're taking it a little bit more serious by taking it a step further and explaining to our clients the importance of making sure that your scalp is healthy. Yes, you had the conversation, you just never got assistance. Marley, tell me more. Tell me more. I won't be able to get to it now, but tell me more. Hey, Jessica. It is ultimately scalp health is ultimately going to be the roadmap to hair that is healthier, right? If the pores on your scalp are congested, right? What do you feel like that's going to lead to? We've talked about this before when we talked about how often we should be shampooing and conditioning, how often you should be using your black magic oil. We've talked about this before. So tell me, what's one casualty, right? Tamika, I don't make the rules, Tamika. I don't make the rules, Tamika. Hey, Hugs. Hey, lovely. What is one casualty to your hair ultimately, right? If the pores on your scalp are congested? My scalp has to be clean and healthy in order to prevent my alopecia from flaring up. 100%, Danielle. 100%. What else? If the pores on your scalp are congested, what ultimately is it going to lead to? Flakes. 100%, Angelique. What else? It affects the follicles, but how? How? What is going to happen? What is going to happen if your follicles are affected by congestion? Hey, Miss Jones. Hey, Jada. Thank you, Cholina. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to repeat it in just a second. Don't let me forget, Cholina. Breakage. Hair fall. Exactly. Cholina said stunted growth. right? If the pores on your scalp are congested, ultimately they're going to be suffocating, right? How can good oxygenated red blood cells flow through your scalp? If you're using your BMO on your scalp, but your pores are congested, is your scalp going to be able to receive it? Buildup causes flakes 100%, Miss KB. If you are using your black magic oil, but the pores on your scalp are congested, is your scalp going to be able to receive the benefits of the BMO? One word answer. One word answer. Please. One word answer. Exactly, Drea. Thank you, Tamika. No. No. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Miss Special K. No. Right? Simple as that. Okay? Also, quick question, right? When we're talking about flaky scalps, right? I can give you excuse me, I can give you all of the technical benefits as to why you should want to be making sure that your scalp is clean, clear, and free. But I mean, if we're gonna be real about it, do you want to be the one at your job that every time someone calls your name and with a fresh silk press, you are just whipping that hair? However, you are spreading your little scalp chips all over the workplace. Do you want to be that girl? when they're on Teams on Slack and they're referring to Tamika, right? That got the report that's due. We referring to her as the flaky girl? No, you don't want that. Okay, I don't want it for you, and you don't want it for you. Okay, people will talk about you. If you Tamika, do you think they won't? Okay, scalp chips. Clients, Miss KB, listen, don't listen to me, YouTube, Facebook, okay? I'm talking to Miss KB just right now, okay? This is us, right? As professionals, this is us right here. Listen to me, okay? You ever be detangling a client's hair and they're like, why do you look like that? Because every time right? This is how I detangle. Every time they're like, why do you look like that when you're detangling hair? And it's because, if I get a scalp chip on my lip, wrap it up, wrap the appointment up. If I get a scalp chip on my lip, you're done. Okay? Blocked. Okay? You can't come back here. All right. Thank you. Okay? We want to avoid scalp chips at all costs, right? Excuse me. You don't want to be the one in the workplace that everyone is talking about, making fun of. We call it snow. I call it chips. Okay? You don't want to be that girl. There is also almost always an expectation. What, Miss 84? Wait a minute, what? I'm dead serious. Think I'm joking if I want to. I actually think I came up with scalp chips as I was doing a client's hair, and she asked me that. I might tell you a joke, but I ain't gonna never tell you no lie. Okay, Jessica. There is an expectation, right? Miss KB, when we are behind the chair and we are styling our clients, or even you also, Gloria, right? When you're in the chair and you are, paying for a service, your expectation is that the style will last, right? What's the going rate for a silk press these days? Is it $250? 100, 150? What's the go? I don't know what's happening outside just yet. Hey, Miss Lady B, I don't know what's happening outside just yet in terms of prices, but are silk presses going for $100, $150? Excuse me, $200, $250 these days? I imagine the last thing that you want, especially in an economy where we're trying to conserve our coins, $140, right? Miss Kim, you go and spend your $140, right? At Kilolo's silk press empire, right? You go to Kilolo, she's silk the mess. I'm talking about you take that wrap down and it's falling off the bone, okay? That press is doing exactly what it was meant to do. You haven't been doing your due diligence, and now 2 or 3 days in, after Kilolo shampooed and conditioned your hair and scalp, now you got flakes. And now you're upset because you're $140, you're $150, you're $120. It's gone down the drain, right? We're going to talk about some ways that you're going to be able to hold onto your styles longer, right? Preventative measures when we're talking about scalp care to make sure that you're not the flaky girl that they're talking about in the workplace, to make sure that you're not wasting your hard-earned money on styles that are not lasting because we have issues with dandruff or flakes, right? Getting braids. You go and get a set of braids and you're already anticipating having to take them out because your scalp is flaky, it's inflamed, whatever the case might be. We're going to talk about some ways. Hey, Miss Honey Bun. We're going to talk about some ways that you're going to be able to hold on to your styles longer, some things that you can do as preventative measures, and some things to do if you're already in the thick of your dandruff, your dermatitis, and you have no idea what to do. We're going to talk about all of those things, okay? So do me a favor, type ready if you're ready to get into tonight's outline. Let me know you're ready. We're going to talk about untreated inflammation, how we got there. Do me a favor, put your hand up in the comments and let me know when you're ready. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you, Miss Lady B. Thank you, Miss Special K. All right, Maxine, you're ready? That exact thing happened to me 2 weeks ago. All right, Frida, let's talk about this, okay? Your scalp is not happy, then your hair is not happy, right? We just talked about that. If you are experiencing a flaky scalp, then ultimately that's going to trickle down into your hair. Oftentimes, if you notice, right? If you notice that your scalp is really flaky, but your hair is super oily. Has that happened to anybody? Where the scalp is really flaky, but your hair is really oily. So it doesn't make sense to you. Excuse me, it doesn't make sense to you why your scalp is dry and flaky and your hair is oily. Is that anybody? Or am I making that up? All right, let's talk about one component as to how you can get to a place where your scalp, is flaky, itchy, dry. However, your hair is actually oily, right? Sometimes an overproduction of sebum, okay? An overproduction of sebum, your body's natural oils, and the way that your skin cells turn over. Did you know that you get a new set of skin cells? I think your cells rejuvenate every night, and then you get a new lining every 23 or 28 days, something like that, right? So every night your skin cells are starting to break down. Every couple of every couple of weeks, we're just a new layer of skin we get, right? In order for that to happen, and for your body not to think that it's in a deficit, right? In order for your body not to think that it's not going to be producing enough oils, what is the number one thing that you think I'm going to encourage you to be doing? To make sure that your cell turnover rate for your skin and your scalp is on par, right? That it's happening in a timely fashion, that it's not happening too rapidly, because your body is assuming that it's not going to get enough, or that it doesn't have enough, excuse me. Thank you, Miss Lady B. What do you think is going to be my number one recommendation for making sure that your body doesn't think that it's in a deficit? Therein making it overproduce an oil. Lisa, you are my girl. Thank you, Miss Special K. You have to be drinking enough water, Angelique, right? You have to be drinking enough water. I don't know how many of us on here are God-fearing, or believe in God, but when I tell you that God designed you like a well-oiled machine, I really do mean that. So here's what your body does when it's dehydrated, okay? When your body is dehydrated, here's what it does. Your body starts to produce more oil or sebum. And where do we produce oil or sebum? Our face, right? Our scalp, right? We produce oil, sebum on our face. We produce oil, sebum on our scalp. your body is going to start to overproduce oil or sebum because it has no idea when it's going to get enough moisture or lubrication. So it starts to overreact, right? Yes, Tamika, you knew I was going to say that. It starts to overreact. So that this way, if you don't drink enough water for 2, 3, 4, 5 days, your body feels like it's built this surplus, right? Because it has no idea when it's going to get more water. 100%, Miss KB. Being dehydrated is going to lead to flakes, a flaky scalp, and itchy scalp. Being stressed and overwhelmed, Miss KB here says, is going, and I am at 100% in agreement. You will almost, let me say 85% of the time, you will experience a flare-up if you are under stress. Right, Miss KB here? Because ultimately, what happens when you're stressed? Tell me two things that happen when your body is under stress. Tell me two things that you think are really common that happen when your body is stressed that will directly affect your hair. Exactly, Miss KB. Not using products properly, Miss KB. Tell me what happens to your clients with two things that happen to your clients when they are stressed. Facebook, YouTube, what are two things that happen when your body is stressed that ultimately lead to a flare-up and an increase in flakes or scalp? Yes, your hair does break off, but let's specifically what happens to your scalp. What happens to your scalp specifically? I'm sorry. What happens to your body, excuse me? What happens to your body that directly affects your scalp? Your hair will fall out and your face will break out. Yes. Okay. Here's the first thing that came to mind. And you just type yes or no. Okay. I'm going to tell you the first 5 things that come to mind when clients are under stress. They are not getting enough sleep. Yes or no? They are not drinking enough water. Yes or no? They are not following a proper diet. Yes or no? You're probably not getting enough sunlight and going outside enough, which directly affects your vitamin D levels, which directly affects your scalp and your sebum production. Yes or no? When your body excuse me, when your body is stressed, it also affects your immune system. Yes or no? All of these things directly affect what is going on with your scalp, a more flaky scalp, right? But to Miss KB's point, not properly using shampoos and conditioners are going to directly affect your hair and scalp. What is the rule when we are shampooing and conditioning our hair on wash day? Shampoo your what? Condition your what? Stress leads to an increase in flakes on your scalp. Not properly shampooing and conditioning your hair will lead to flakes, dandruff, itchiness of the scalp. And so the rule when you on wash day, when you shampoo and condition your hair, is shampoo your what, condition your what. Jasmine, you are my girl. Thank you, Miss KB. Not condition your hands. We knew what you meant. Shampoo your what, condition your what. Facebook, YouTube. Hey, Letitia. Lisa, spell it out for me, boss. Tamika, spell it out for me. We'll wait for you. Spell it out for me, Facebook. Spell it out for me, YouTube. No shortcuts. Shampoo your what, condition your what. Thank you, Miss 84. Thank you, Lady B. Thank you, Gloria. Shampoo your scalp and condition your hair. Condition your ends. Thank you, Angelique. Thank you, Janelle. Okay? Stress, not properly using your shampoo and conditioner will lead to flakes or psoriasis, a flare-up, with psoriasis. sebum overload, and oily scalp, right? And not having that under control, listen to me. If you already have an oily scalp, what is the thing that feeds more oil to your scalp? If you already have an oily scalp, what's the thing that's going to feed more oil to your scalp? Applying conditioner to your scalp is going to feed more oils to your scalp. Applying more oils, butters, grease to your scalp is going to feed more oil to your scalp, right? Which is going to weigh it down more. It's going to congest the pores on your scalp more, right? And then ultimately, what is that going to lead to? What did we talk about in the beginning? What is a congested scalp going to ultimately lead to? Yes, Miss KB, we're going to talk about that too. What is what is a congested scalp, ultimately going to lead to? Flakes. What else? And itchy. It'll be itchy. Yes, no, maybe. It'll become more itchy, right? Because your scalp can't breathe. Your scalp is always talking to you by way of flakes. It'll stunt your growth 100%, right? You'll see more follicles fall out, more hairs falling out, excuse me. Excuse me. Exactly, Lisa. More breakage as well. Okay. So, stress, not properly utilizing shampoos and conditioners, adding grease, oils, butters to an already flaky scalp is going to increase your issues, with dandruff and a flaky scalp. How many of us, exactly, oh no, that's Birdman, right? When you rub your hands together, that's Birdman. What's the snowman? No, that's the Birdman too. The icy on the shirt, the snowman on the shirt. Come on, Jeezy. Okay. Stress, not properly shampooing and conditioning your scalp, or utilizing products incorrectly. And adding oils, butters, grease, things of that nature to an already oily scalp is going to increase your chances of flakes. Has anyone ever experienced an increase of flakes, dandruff, itchiness to the scalp when they've utilized, what up, Yaz? When they've utilized synthetic hair, braiding hair, even in a sew and weave, box braids, 2-strand twists, single-leaf twists, knotless braids, sew and weave. How many of us have experienced an increase in flakes and a super flaky scalp? Right? Yes, very itchy. So you can do one of a few things. Okay? You can do one of a few things. You can buy hyperallergenic braiding hair. There is actually a Black-owned, if my memory serves me correctly, there's actually a Black-owned, let's see if we can find it. There's a Black-owned hair company that sells hyperallergenic. What Black-owned hair company sells hyperallergenic braiding hair? If my memory serves me correctly, there is a Black-owned company that sells hyperallergenic braiding hair. Heat-free hair, Dosso Beauty, Dosso Beauty. Ruka Hair, Rukahair. 3 resources, okay? 3 resources, right? For hypoallergenic hair. Okay, so I'll say them again. Ruka hair, R like Roger, U like umbrella, K like Kevin, A like Apple, HAIR. Ruka hair, that's one company. Dosa Beauty, D like Devin. D like Devin, O like Oscar, S like Sam, O like Oscar Beauty. And then Heat Free Hair has hyperallergenic hair. Thank you, Miss KB Hair. All right, let me do this for Instagram Facebook and YouTube. DOSSOBAUTY.com and RUKA hair. RUKA hair.com. And then there is Heat Free Hair. They sell the bundles for you. Hey, Miss Marie. Okay, we got those down. So if your scalp is sensitive, if your hair is sensitive to the regular Kanekalon hair, you can look into those 3 resources and tap into their hypoallergenic hair, right? If your scalp is sensitive and it becomes inflamed when you are using the Kanekalon hair. What you could also do is you could do an apple cider vinegar rinse. But I would do it twice, right? So you hold the braiding hair intact. Usually it comes with a rubber band. With some lukewarm water, you add, I think it's a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. You rinse the Kanekalon hair in the apple cider vinegar. You let it soak for 5, 10, 15 minutes. And then a lot of the chemical and product that is used on the Kanekalon hair to keep its shelf life, that'll start to loosen up and separate itself from the Kanekalon hair when you use the apple cider vinegar. Okay. Fragrances and dyes, right? In our shampoos and our conditioners, which is one of the reasons, which is another cause for flakes on the scalp, right? So we talked about a brand, their clarifying shampoo. Hey Lulu. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about a brand that has fragrance free and is free of dyes in case someone that you love, one of your small children, are allergic to fragrances or dyes in shampoos and conditioners. I'm going to tell you about a brand that I've used in the past, and I do really like this brand. My only drawback with the brand is that their clarifying shampoo is, in my professional opinion, it does not cleanse and or clarify the hair enough, in my professional opinion. Okay, so if you're okay with the Paul Mitchell, the Clarify 2, the Clarify 3, but you find that maybe the fragrance from the Joico shampoo and conditioner does not work for you, then this brand that I'm going to mention now is the perfect brand. Okay, we ready? I'm going to spell it out for YouTube and Facebook first. Let me make sure that they have a website as I type this out. Give me 1 second. Instagram. Here we go. Okay. All right. They have a website. Okay. I'm going to give it to YouTube and Facebook first for fragrance and dye-free shampoo. Shampoo and conditioner. Okay. Will you please provide me with a stylist in Colombia that is great like you are? No. I don't know anyone who does what I do. Actually, that's not true. Hey, Tamika. Actually, that's not true. Are you talking about Columbia, Maryland? Lisa, are you talking about Columbia, Maryland? I was gonna tell a fib and say I don't know a stylist who is like me, but that's not true. I do have a resource in Maryland. I don't know that she's in Columbia now. South Carolina. Girl, no. The closest I got for you is Maryland, and her name is Cece, but I think her Instagram handle is Silk Hair Cece or Silk Hair by Cece, something like that. I don't know anybody in the South, Lisa. Sorry. Hey, Tamika. Okay, so we've talked about stress, right? Being an onset for flaky scalp, dandruff, and a flare-up for your psoriasis, right? We talked about stress. We talked about improper use of shampoos and conditioners. We've talked about fragrances and dyes in your shampoos and conditioners being an onset for flaky scalp. We talked about not drinking enough water and being dehydrated, right? Being an onset for dandruff and a flaky scalp, itchiness, and or a flare-up for your psoriasis. We also talked about utilizing oils, butters, grease on an already oily scalp that is going to cause more flakes, more buildup, etc. Right? Okay, here's the next one. And this is what I find to be a lot of the challenge, especially for my clients who rely heavily on me and have convinced themselves that they cannot do that I am the only one that can do their hair, and they're only going to sit in this chair every 3 to 4 weeks and let me do their hair. Can you guess what this next one is? What this next cause for dandruff is? That the boss ladies that come and sit in this chair every 3 to 4 weeks have convinced themselves that the only person that can do their hair is me, even though, thank you, Miss Lady B. Not so much, Miss Tamika. Not this one. Not this time. Thank you, Miss Lady B. YouTube, Facebook, what do you think? What do you think is the next reason we're going to talk about that my regulars have? That is the cause for dandruff, for my regulars. My clients that come and see me every 3 weeks, month after month. What do you think is good? What do you think is the issue? I don't know. It's a totally acceptable answer here, but thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Chloe. Okay, not an excuse. What Ayana said? Not on my watch. Not an excuse. If you wait 3 or 4 weeks to shampoo and condition your hair, what did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? If you waited 3 or 4 weeks, you work out often, holding onto the hairstyle too long, Drea, girl, use it. You know what I mean? Help me help you. You cannot go 3 and 4 weeks not shampooing and conditioning your hair and not expect your scalp to be flaky because it's dirty. Why? What is another reason why your scalp is flaky? If you shampoo and condition your hair every 3 to 4 weeks, what is another reason why your scalp is going to be flaky? What is the reason? Ain't that what Cardi B said? What is the reason? Exactly, Dran. Not shampooing and conditioning in between appointments, but what is the reason? What is happening to your scalp? What is happening to your scalp? Buildup. A buildup of what, Miss KB? Not washing all the product. Yes, Lady B. Buildup of what? KB says that the cause is buildup, but it's buildup of what? What, and what? What, and what? Exactly, Colina. You said you don't like to use a clarifying shampoo. I was on a call. I don't like my clients using clarifying shampoos at home. That is what I told them, yes. I wash my hair once a month. I try to do it every 4 days. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I wash my hair once a month. I try to do it every 4 days. Say more or say it different. Because I don't understand that. Your scalp not breathing, sweat, dirt, all of it. Dirt, sebum, skin. Skin. Your skin, your body is shedding often. If you wait 3 or 4 weeks to shampoo and condition your hair, it's a buildup of skin, of dirt, of sweat, of oils. All of that. You have to get that off of your scalp. You want to reduce the flakes, but you want to hold on to your press for 4 weeks? You can have anything, but you can't have everything. You're going to have to sacrifice something. Scalp suffocating, blocked by contaminants. 100%. Makes me wonder how often the pillowcase is being changed out. Let me tell you the funny thing. They are probably switching out the pillowcase weekly. Hey, Danielle. They are probably switching out the pillowcase weekly and not thinking the slightest that their hair's buildup, sweat buildup, is transferring to the pillowcase. Okay, so what are some of the things that we can do to make sure, of course, that we're shampooing, conditioning properly, more consistently, more frequently, right? I wash my hair weekly and people think I'm crazy. No, board certified. What is, okay. If you've been around here long enough, and we actually talked about, if we didn't talk about it last week, we talked about it the week before. Okay. Nothing that I say to you is really new unless you're new here. Okay. Some of it might be a reminder. Some of it might be a refresher, but I've been giving the same message for at least the past 7 years. Okay. What do board certified dermatologists suggest that we do in terms of a wash schedule? What is the wash schedule suggested to us by board certified dermatologists? I try to wash every 4 days, but I don't. Okay. Miss Love, you stay until the end of class. We got some talking to do, okay? What would you suggest guests to use for dry shampoo after a soak press without adding oil so it doesn't weigh it down? Clients can use, yes, okay. Lulu, let's address this first, okay? What is recommended by board certified dermatologists every 7 to 10 days? Thank you, Miss Idiva. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you, Gloria. Every 7 to 10 days, you should be shampooing and conditioning your hair and your scalp. Lost some people off this live off that one. I had a couple people jump off the live on that one. You should be shampooing, conditioning your hair every 7 to 10 days. Yes. Every 3 to 4 days. They don't even recommend the Caucasians shampoo and condition their hair that often. You can wash it on the same day every week if you can, but you should be washing it around the same time. Yes. Right? So even if you did the 1st, the 10th, the 20th, the 30th, the 1st, the 1st, the 10th, and the 20th, right? Or the 5th, the 15th, and the 25th, right? You want some kind of schedule because, hey, Arena, you want some kind of schedule. You want some kind of rhythm. You want some kind of consistency just because it makes life easier. But yes, also so that your body can be prepared for what it needs or what's going to happen, Okay. Now, Lulu asked me before about recommending to my clients clarifying shampoos. What is my rule on clarifying shampoos? Why don't I like you ladies using clarifying shampoos? I get scared to wash every week because my hair is thinning. No, it's you don't have to apologize, Marley. So Marley, if your hair is thinning, I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. You don't have to answer them, but I'm going to ask you 3 questions that I want you to think about. When is the last time you got a full panel of labs checking what vitamins you are deficient in, what minerals you are deficient in? Because sometimes we have an iodine or salt deficiency that is leading to our hair loss or thinning. That's one thing, right? So when is the last time you had a full panel of blood work to assess what your body is deficient in? Okay, right? So let's say you just had a full panel of blood work and all your blood work came back great. Okay, how often are you shampooing and conditioning your hair? If it's more than every 10 to 14 days, then maybe we need to reassess how often you're shampooing and conditioning your hair, okay? But boom, let's say you had a full panel, everything's good on that end. You are shampooing and conditioning your hair every 7 to 10 days. Everything is good on that end. My next question would be styles, right? What are we doing most consistently in terms of styles? If the answer is ponytail, protective styles for the most part, we might need to reverse that, right? And wear our hair out a little bit more. Right? If you are doing the opposite and you're wearing your hair out more, we might need to reverse it and do a bit more protective styles. If you're saying, no, I had a full panel, everything was great, I've been shampooing and conditioning my hair as often as I should, I've been switching up the styles, all of those things are good, I would then take a look at the kinds of shampoos and conditioners that you're using and assess whether or not you're using the right kinds of shampoos and conditioners for your hair type. Some people use Dawn dish soap. Tamika, don't piss me off today. Okay, listen. Okay, what would you suggest? Okay, wait, hold on. Sorry. Okay, yes, Lady B. I do not recommend you ladies using clarifying shampoos at home because I do not trust that you are going to follow up with a moisturizing shampoo. Plain and simple. We are not to be trusted with clarifying shampoos at home. Thank you. I do not trust you ladies using clarifying shampoos at home, so I do not recommend them. If you ask me, I will tell you what you can, a rule of thumb you could follow, sure, right? But I don't ever recommend, actually, when we created this outline, clarifying shampoos was on there. I said, take it off. Okay? Take it off. Wait. Oh, I thought you meant from dermatologists who give you a medicated shampoo. I think I'm a little lost. Okay. Nah, I used Dawn soap on myself before, and that's because I had a ponytail with wax in it. You do what you want. You know what I mean? You're grown and you're a professional at this point. Whatever you do is on you, Lulu. Okay? I didn't think that was good. Thank you, Tamika. So I use for deep, hard to cleanse buildup, I use the Shampoo 3 by Paul Mitchell. If you are using wax on your hair, that is another issue within itself. If you feel like Dawn dish soap is the only detergent soap is the only way for you to be able to break the buildup down, have at it. Okay? But don't come into Texture Press with a ponytail that was waxed up and expect me to use Dawn dish detergent. I'm not going to do it. We'll have to work around, but I'm not doing it. Because I know other stylists that are not using beeswax to get a smooth, sleek, bomb ponytail, and they're also not using dish detergent when they go to shampoo and condition your client's hair. Find a different kind of stylist. Did you go to Paul Mitchell Cosmetology School? Absolutely not. She thought it was medicated shampoo. What are you talking about? Okay, look, can we move on? Can we move on? We got, how many more minutes we got until we wrap this thing up? Somebody should be clocking me. Can we move on? We got how many minutes left? 16 minutes left? Y'all want to get to this last part? Thank you, Myra. Y'all want to get to this last part where I'm talking to you about how to solve some of these problems, some of these preventative measures that you would be able to take to help stop the flakes, reduce the flakes at least. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you, Miss Love. Okay? All right, now let's get into the real fix about this thing. Okay? Let's talk about what we should actually be doing. So yes, shampooing Your hair matters. The kind of shampoo that you use, it matters. If you need a medicated shampoo, what was my recommendation for you? Girl, I know, Gloria, I know what time it is. I just didn't know what time I said I needed to get off this live, girl. What is the shampoo? $800 a month in hair appointments? What do you mean? Drea, what do you mean? What was the shampoo that I recommended to use if you are allergic to fragrances or dyes? No, not Nizoral. If you are allergic to fragrances or dyes, what was the shampoo and conditioner that I recommended? Hey, boss. Hola. Girl, you want your hair full like mine. Let me tell you the trick. I got it on the internet. I got it from Golden Swish. I have alopecia, so anytime you see me with anything, it's not all mine. Okay? I have alopecia dead in the center of my head. And yes, I've gone to dermatologists. I've been through the mess. This is just what it is. Okay? This is just what it is. What is I don't know is a perfectly acceptable answer here, but why are y'all letting me talk to myself? What's the shampoo and conditioner brand that I recommend? Thank you, Tamika. And I'm not repeating it for Instagram because thank you, Tamika. That is the brand shampoo and conditioner that I am recommending if you are allergic to fragrances or dyes, right? Clarifying shampoos. You should be using them often and consistently, and if I'm recommending that you not do them at home on your own, then where should you be getting your hair shampooed with a clarifying shampoo? If I am saying that you should not be shampooing your hair at home with a clarifier, where am I recommending that you get your I know that's right. I had to refresh my water. Don't try to get on my good side, Kim. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you, Tamika. I only got the hair to use. If I am recommending that you not use clarifying shampoos at home, you need to be in the salon. No, not for Stacey, I'm talking if you're talking about before, I was talking about the Odell shampoo brand for those of us who are allergic, right? For clarifying shampoos, you need to be going into the salon to be getting a clarifying shampoo. Excuse me, especially if you're going regularly. That is for, oh my God, they put a time limit on my IG. We have 2 minutes left, Instagram. Okay, listen, Instagram, you're going to have to come over to Facebook or YouTube because we got a time limit on here. We got a minute left and Instagram is going to shut us down. Okay, Facebook, YouTube is Textured Press. On YouTube, it's Textured Press 201. I think I'm just allergic to hair. My hair got very short from stress, from custody battle, and stopped washing frequently. That's a whole different situation, right? If you lost your hair because of stress, there are ways that we can work to get it back, but it's going to take some time and a lot of nurturing, okay? I know that's right, Tamika. Listen, 2 minutes. It's not even 2 minutes left. It's a minute, and it's a minute left, okay? Come over to YouTube. Come over to Facebook. And we'll wrap this up. We got 10 minutes left before we wrap this up, okay? I don't know. Instagram, this is brand new. Instagram ain't never given me no timer. We usually be on here for an hour and a half, don't we? Instagram is giving me a time limit. They're telling me we got 50 seconds left before they shut us down. There's a new sheriff in town. There, new rules. Okay? All right, Lulu, we're over here. Okay, so using the right kind of shampoo. If you're allergic, you're going to use the Odell brand. if you are having to use a clarifying shampoo at home, my favorite is the Shampoo 2 or the Shampoo 3 by Paul Mitchell, followed up by what shampoo? Let's get over to YouTube, boss. They're shutting us down. Let's get over to YouTube, boss. They're shutting us down on Instagram. What's my favorite shampoo for you to follow up with if you use a clarifying shampoo at home? Hey, Kanita. Not the moisturizing keratin shampoo, but the Keracare shampoo. The Keracare shampoo, the Keracare hydrating detangling shampoo. Joico is a close follow up, a close runner upper, but the Keracare hydrating detangling shampoo. Okay. Oils, you only use them as they are needed. Okay, if you find that your scalp is already oily or it's already flaky, I would start, this is how I would test and see what is going on with your scalp. I would start by doing a deep cleanse with a really good shampoo. Right, if your scalp has become flaky, you start with a deep cleanse. If you're still experiencing flakes and you know that you've been drinking your water, then yes, maybe your scalp is surface dry and you can use a little oil, but start with a clean canvas first. Okay, you can use your black magic oil on your scalp, of course. You can use the rose gold oil, excuse me, on the ends of your hair. Right, only if you are not suffering with dermatitis and you know that you've done all of the other things to hydrate your body and hydrate your scalp. Make sure that your scalp is clean, all of those good things. Yes. What about design essentials? Kanita, Kanita, not okay. Kanita, I don't know who this is going to be on YouTube and Facebook. So I will say this, Kanita, you Jesus, listen to me, Kanita, Jesus himself would have to whisper to me, little girl, I said use the design essential shampoo before I spend my hard-earned money on them again. Okay? I was in a very Lena, don't laugh at me. Gloria, don't laugh at me. Okay? Jesus himself would have to tell me to use that shampoo conditioner by that brand. I don't care if they sent it to me by way of pigeon or donkey. They won't get my money again. Okay? Now, there are some people that really love the oat and honey one, the cream one. Have at it. What I talk about here is what I really love, and if you don't hear me talk about it, okay, Lulu, listen, baby. I ain't finna yuck your yum, okay? If you like it, I love it for you, but listen, not on my watch. Do you hear me? All right, now, okay, now exfoliating exfoliating your scalp and detoxing your scalp is also really helpful. Guess what? Guess what I didn't touch on? Detoxing your gut, and that being a way to help reduce the flakes and itchiness of the scalp. Sometimes the inflammation, sometimes the itchiness that you're experiencing is because they put hormones in our milk. Wow. Wow. Sometimes your scalp is flaky and it's itchy because our the beef that you eat from the cattle that they imported from New Mexico was stressed. Wow. Wow. Okay? Sometimes the itchiness, flakiness of the scalp, from the inside out, Gloria. Sometimes the itchiness and the flakiness of the scalp that's happening is happening because you've been eating too many chips because you're stressed. You've been in Trader Joe's and getting what's that little cookie they got with the caramel on the inside, the caramel and the cookies and the something else. Mm-hmm. 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 What do cloves in the water do, Danielle? Okay, so check your gut too. Okay, which is one of the reasons why I really like the when I recommend a hair, skin, and nail vitamin brand. One of the capsules is a probiotic, which helps to cleanse your gut. You got to clean it. You know, do a little water detox. Dairy too. What did I tell you? It's in the milk. Oh, it does help with inflammation. Guess what? The cinnamon oil in your BMO helps with inflammation. The cinnamon oil in your shampoo shots helps with inflammation. Danielle, you my girl. You know what I mean? You my kind of people. Okay? Exfoliating and detoxing the scalp. Exfoliating and detoxing the scalp is also going to be helpful. What are some of the ways that you're going to be able to do that? Oh, Miss Lisa, I don't recommend vitamins unless I know that you're drinking enough water. The vitamins aren't going to be able to do their job unless you're drinking enough water. So I never recommend a hair, skin, and nail vitamin unless I know that you're drinking enough water. What's one way that we can detox our scalp topically? Go. What's one way to detox the scalp topically? You can do a scrub, right? And a scrub, I think so. Oh my God, Origins has a scalp scrub that is made with round rice granulates, right? So when do we apply the black magic oil? You can apply the black magic oil when you're not already experiencing a flaky scalp. I don't love tea tree oil, but if you see fit to utilize it in your regimen, then have at it. You just cannot use pure tea tree oil. For every 3 to 4 drops of tea tree oil, you want to have 1 ounce of a carrier oil, right? So tea tree oil is an essential oil. You have to mix essential oils with carrier oils, right? Carrier oils are coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, jojoba oil, rosehip seed oil, almond oil, avocado oil. Did I say jojoba? I think I said jojoba already. Grapeseed oil, right? Do we sell the black magic oil? Yes, ma'am. The black magic oil has cinnamon. It has oregano, which are great for both inflammation and fungus. Rosemary oil, which helps to stimulate the scalp, tell your follicles to wake up. Peppermint and eucalyptus, which help give an additional cleanse. Lemongrass, which is a really great moisturizer. All of those things are in your black magic oil. And actually, so every Sunday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. So right now, if you go to the site, it'll be on sale. If you use the code YT Live for 10% off. Okay, if you order tonight, you have to order by 10 o'clock, and then you can get your 10% off. Yes, correct. You have to dilute it with carrier oil. This is my first cup of water in months. You said on IG you're not starting until everyone say water ready. So I got my water. I cannot. You know what? Better late than never, right? So Miss Unique Family, I'm not 100% sure your real name, right? But let me say this to you, Miss Unique Family. And this is for anyone here, okay? I think it's really important. Should you be drinking more water? Yes. But do you know that already? I'm sure you do, right? I think it's really important for us to give ourselves realistic expectations, right? So while, yes, if you are a grown adult, you should be drinking 50, 60 plus ounces of water in a day. Okay, Una. So you should be drinking 50, 60 plus ounces of water in a day. Here's what I want you to do, Una. If you haven't drank water in weeks or months, right? You've been living off of juice. Your body is in fight or flight mode right now, right? Your body is dying for detox, Una. So here's what I'm going to encourage you to do. And for anybody else, right, who is on here and not consistent with their water intake or not where they want to be with their water intake. So we're going to take Una, for example, first right now. Okay, Una? So here's what I want you to do. No, Tamika, don't be embarrassed. Wait, what are you embarrassed about? Your water intake? Girl, everyone is going to start and stop doing something that they need to be doing, right? And Una, your girls are watching you, right? That's more so what I would be concerned about. I would be more worried about my daughters watching me do the opposite of what I'm telling them to do, right? So when you think about other things that they're picking up from you, just know that they're watching you do the opposite of what you're telling them. All right, Gloria, you ain't got to put her out there like that. Do you have any thoughts of the brand Lanza? I've never heard of the brand. I don't think I've ever heard of the brand Lanza. But Una, this is for you, okay? I'm going to talk to you now. I do not want you to go out and start trying to drink a gallon of water a day, Una. What I want you to do is I want you to promise yourself, and you're going to write it down, okay? Una, I'm going to ask you to promise yourself that you are going to drink one 16-ounce bottle of water every day for the next 30 days, Sunday to Sunday. Okay? You're not going to try and drink 4 bottles because no, that's not realistic and it's not sustainable. Okay? If you are not drinking enough water now, if you're not consistent with your water intake, let me tell you this. If you're not drinking enough water now, I want you to add one 16-ounce bottle of water every single day for the next 30 days. You're going to drink one single 16-ounce bottle every single day for the next 30 days, and you are not going to miss a day. I don't care if it takes you the full 24 hours in the day to drink the bottle of water. I don't care, but you are going to do one bottle every single day for the next 30 days. And Una, I am not a mom, so this message is not for your children. I am not going to encourage you to do it for your girls. I want you to do it for you. I want you to do it because your body deserves better. I want you to do it because your joints deserve better. I want you to do it because you're going to sleep better when you start drinking more water. Gloria, we were in that water challenge last year, right? I don't know if it was 2 or 3 weeks in, but every single one of us in that water challenge could notice a difference within 2 to 3 weeks of being consistent with our water intake. Una, you and your body deserve better. And yes, ultimately your girls will become a casualty of the benefit of doing better for your body. But I want you to do it because you need to do it for you. Okay? And Tamika's going to do it with you. And when we start our water challenge, in a couple of weeks, I want you ladies in there. And I don't want you to be I don't even care if you watch from the sidelines, right? And you're encouraged every day to drink just a little bit more water. Tamika, congratulations. Come on, 1 year no soda. Tamika, 1 year no soda is a big deal. And I am very excited to see what happens for you, how you feel, what changes for you when you start implementing more water into your regimen. You've already done the hard thing, right? You've already done the hard thing in putting down a habit. Drinking soda is a hard habit, okay? You've already done the hard thing, right? You've already stopped drinking the soda. The next hard thing is going to be drinking more water. And you're going to do it. You're going to do it because it is a challenge to be consistent, but drinking water in itself is not that hard. If you feel like you need to add some raspberries or some strawberries or some lemon or some cucumber, sure, it becomes very strict when we get up in the challenge. But for right now, since you're not in the challenge, you are welcome to add fruit or vegetables if you need to your water. Okay. All right. We have to wrap this up, please. Can I finish this? Okay. All right, so we talked about shampooing and shampooing your hair more frequently, more consistently, using the right kinds of shampoos. When you are shampooing, if you are allergic to dyes or perfumes, you're going to use the Odell brand. If you are using a clarifying shampoo, immediately after using a clarifying shampoo, you're going to follow up with your moisturizing shampoo. Nizoral is a really great brand. It has niacinamide in it, which helps to fight fungus. So Nizoral is a really great shampoo. They have two versions, one with 1% niacinamide and one with 2% niacinamide. If I were you, I would start with the 1% and keep my receipt in case it doesn't work for you. Let me tell you what else. Oh, hold on. First, let me plug this. Hold on. You can use products that have ingredients like salicylic acid in it to help give your scalp a deep cleanse and help restore your skin cells. But guess what else we do? We be forgetting about all the time, and it's been clutch. If you guess this, I'll give you 15% off tonight. Tonight. Listen, if you can name the old school scalp solve that I'm thinking about, I'll give you 15% off tonight. You won't get but one guess. Old school. I'm talking maybe not our grannies. Maybe our grannies though. Maybe our grannies were using it. They was definitely using it in the old school pink what? Nope, not Dax. Kanita, I'll give you 15% off right now. Gloria, I'll give you the 15% off right now. I'll give you the 15% off right now, Gloria. Gloria and Kanita got it. 15% off. There we go. Gloria and Kanita got it. Y'all can get y'all 50% off tonight. I'm going to make a special code, okay? I'm going to make a special code for the two of y'all. That sulfur 8 we keep forgetting about. And you can use the shampoo, you can use the medicated balm for your scalp. Okay? We keep forgetting about that sulfur 8. Don't sleep on it. Not I said it first. All right, here's what we're going to do. Okay? If you were waiting to place your order for your product, here's what we're going to do. Let's do sulfur 8 in all caps, okay? That's the code. SULFUR, the number 8. That's going to be 15% off. Anybody can use it, okay? 15% off. Girl, what is you type? What is you type? 50% off. OFF, girl. Is you slow or is you dumb? Yes, in the yellow jar. Sulfur 8 for 15% off. Give me 1 second to actually go in and create the code. Give me 1 second. My VA is not on here. Give me 1 second to create the code for you. And then you can get 15% off, okay? Okay. It'll be ready by 8:40, 14 minutes, 8:40, right? Okay. It'll be ready for you to use by 8:40 and it'll expire at 10 o'clock tonight, okay? Sulfur 8 for 15% off. Everybody can use it. Kanita, you know what I mean? Gloria. We were all in here participants, and I'm grateful for y'all participating. So 15% off, but it'll end at 10 o'clock. It starts at 8:40 and it'll end up 10 o'clock tonight. Okay. Sulfur-8, the right shampoos and conditioners, use the oils as needed, exfoliate your scalp. I don't like using a salt or sugar scrubs, but if you can find a scrub that is made of rice and round granulins, then that is much better for your scalp. You can use a gentle brush. Please use a soft, gentle toothbrush if you absolutely have to. Yeah, if you absolutely, and I wouldn't even do that at home. I'm saying use a soft, gentle toothbrush, but like, I really don't know if I love the idea of that. I really, 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 really don't know if I love the idea of that. So let's table the soft toothbrush scrub of the scalp. I would much rather, here's what I would much rather you do. Okay, here's the website. www.texturedpress.com to shop. Here's what I would rather you do. Okay? I'm going to give you the information to a dermatologist, 2 of them. Don't use not the rat tail comb. I'm going to tell you what you can do right now, okay? Okay? You're going to go and you're going to sit with a dermatologist. Kanita, I don't love the idea of that. I mean, I understand kind of the premise behind it, but Kanita, I really don't love the idea of that, and I'm going to tell you why. So while it might help the scalp issues and lift the buildup, my challenge with that is that it's going to start as abrasive as even the soft toothbrush is, right? As abrasive as it is, my fear is that it'll start to cause nicks or breaks in the hair strand, and then we have a much larger issue, which is not now just the scalp. Now we have issues with breakage at the close to the root or close to the scalp. You see what I'm saying? I don't love the idea of that, Kanita. We're just talking out. I'm sorry. Everybody else has to hear 2 professionals really talk it out right now. But that's me. I'm not going to do that here, and that's the reason that I'm not going to do it, because I don't want to exacerbate the stress of said client. But anyway, yes, if you need a dermatologist, blackdermdirectory.com was made for us, by us, which is really important these days. Yes, Black Derm Directory, made for us, made by us. A lot of us do not trust dermatologists because why? Because they don't listen to us. Those in the medical field think that they know our bodies more than we know our bodies, and they tell us to do things like shampoo and condition your hair two times a week, every day. Girl, I almost cussed, but I got to remember my mama is on this live. Girl, who was you talking to? Shampoo my hair every day. Who? Girl. A little opposite of fast, right? When you hear a dermatologist tell you and your black afro to shampoo and condition every day, girl, I almost gave you the finger. I'm not doing that, right? blackdermdirectory.com is a place or a space, made by Dr. Tutu, who is probably, I love this dermatologist. Okay, she's expensive, but she and I share a lot of clients. She is hands down the most knowledgeable in black hair loss dermatology for black women with black hair, black scalps. She is it, and she created blackdermdirectory.com. Okay. blackdermdirectory.com. It was made by Dr. Tutu. You can get an appointment with Dr. Tutu, but here is my suggestion. My suggestion is, because she doesn't take insurance, right? You got to pay her straight out of pocket. So here's my suggestion. Sit with Dr. Tutu. via virtual consultation or even in-person consultation, right? Dr. Tutu is nice enough, kind enough, gracious enough that if you are not able to sit with her often, she will recommend to you someone who will take your insurance and who will work with you that she trusts and that is on her directory. I love that woman. We're not going to go back to that dermatologist. You know, we're not going back to that dermatologist. Okay, that's another thing I'm going to strongly suggest that you do before you come out of your pocket in full. Before you invest, have a conversation with the assistant, with the dermatologist themselves. Have a conversation with them, and it doesn't matter if it's via text or in person, virtual or whatever. Have a full conversation with them and ask 3 solid questions, right? Because it's not fair for you to utilize all of their time by asking all of your questions, and you're not compensating them for their time, right? Real experts in their field deserve to be compensated. So my suggestion, you take 1 to 3 questions and you ask them. And if you do not feel satisfied with the response that you are getting, you move on. The dermatologist should be here to help you. Maybe not entirely for free, but the dermatologist should be here to help you. Okay, so blackdermdirectory.com is what you're going to look into. Yes? Okay. Now, I want you to know this. Are you listening? Please listen carefully. I went over my time. I can't keep this thing under an hour to save my freaking life. Okay, lastly but not least, drink more water. Okay? Drink more water. Sorry, that's not the last thing. Drink more water. And if you are prescribed a medicated shampoo, bring it to the salon. You have no idea how many women come in here. They do not bring their medicated shampoo in here for their salon visit. Bring your medicated shampoo to the salon with you. Use it before you go to get braids or a long-term protective style. Okay? All right. Did we learn something today? Do we feel encouraged? Do we feel like we can do more? Do we feel like we can do better for our hair going forward? Do you have the shampoos and the conditioners? Do you have the medicated shampoo and conditioner written down? Do you have blackdermdirectory.com written down? Where are we at with this? How do we feel about tackling dryness, flakiness of the scalp, itchiness of the scalp, etc.? How do we feel about that? Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, thank you. By the way, if it's your first time shopping TP, definitely recommend the BMO shampoo shots and rose gold oil on the site. Thank you for saying that, Jessica. Tamika, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Not drinking soda, all of the sugar that that soda has that makes us addicted. I applaud you for kicking the habit, girl. Yes. You have to drink more water. We're going to drink more water together. Excuse me. Yes, Myra, continue your probiotics. Make sure your gut is in a good space. If you can, here's what I would challenge you to do, right? If you are really having you are having major issues with your scalp. If you are having major issues with dermatitis or psoriasis, I would recommend try for 30 days, no dairy, little meat, no processed sugar. No dairy, very little meat, no processed sugar. Yo, Coke 12 packs a day. We listen and we don't judge. Tamika, you were supposed to say that first, girl. Golly. And Coke, not even Pepsi. All right, don't judge. All right. That's fine. At least it's not Dr. Pepper, right? Wow. Okay. I've been drinking Pepsi with cherry in most mornings. You start on gasoline. You know. How you start your day? You start your day on go mode. I've done it before too. Actually, I had to stop. I don't. Let me not even tell a lie and say that I stopped. But I pulled back on drinking coffee. And the first thing that I do the first thing that I do to start my day now is I drink a cup of warm water to start my day, so that I start my day with water. I know at least I got 8 ounces of water in to start my day. And then throughout the day, excuse me, I ain't gonna hold you. I'll drink me a little 10-ounce, a little small coffee. And I used to drink 2 coffees a day, one in the morning and one at night. I used to drink 2. Jesus, what a life. Start my day with black fuel, just up. I just drink anxiety in the morning. What? Then wonder why I'm lethargic. I can't. I'm sleepy during the day. I can't sleep at night. Like, girl, get together, right? And shout out to you to go up from 196 to 159. I ain't drop a pound, and I ain't drank soda in a long time. Maybe I should stop with the coffee. Maybe the 10-ounce coffee is what I need to start to stop. What y'all think? I think I could do no coffee, because when we did that water challenge, I wasn't drinking I wasn't drinking anything but water when we did that water challenge last year. Gloria, we should bring that back. Yes, I want to bring the water challenge back. I've been saying that for a while, but we have so many other things going on. I don't know when we'll get to it, but we'll get to it. We will get to it. I just don't know when. We're doing that water challenge again. Girl, I drink mushroom coffee. I want some shrooms. Probably not the mushroom coffee you talking about. OMG, me too. I stopped drinking coffee. It was making my chest hurt. Now I drink whole milk, matcha, and brown sugar syrup from Starbucks every day, although matcha gives most energy, but not me. You know what the problem? I imagine the problem is, the brown sugar syrup. The whole milk drowning out the matcha. Maybe. You can do the challenge. Guess what happens in the challenge? You tell us how much water you're going to drink every day. You tell us how much water you're going to drink every day. We don't set it for you. You drink shrooms too, Tamika? Don't tempt me with a good time now. You give me some shrooms, put me in a movie theater, and let's see what happens. I do 1 coffee a day and try to do 1 tea, green, black, or matcha, all at home. Ugh, I hate matcha. She said she drink the brown sugar. Gloria, ain't that what you said, Una? Look, she said, now I drink whole milk, matcha, and brown sugar syrup from Starbucks every day. She said that. Exactly, Una. Sorry, not Uni. Exactly, Una. 1 ounce of water every day. We don't care. We just need you in. We just need you to be consistent. If I can get you to be consistent, I can get you to a half a gallon of water. Girl, don't you hey, don't tell me what I can't do. If I can get you to be consistent with 16 ounces of water every day, I can get you to half a gallon. It's called Rise Mushrooms. It's really good. Fix your fix it your normal way you would regular coffee. Girl, I need to stop drinking coffee altogether and eat some shrooms. Now, if you got somebody to give me some shrooms, then we can talk. Okay? I think warm water and cayenne pepper in the morning. Lulu, we listen and we don't judge, right? Okay, I got it. I got it. It's fine. I'm not judging. Yeah, Gloria, you know what I'm saying? Gloria always like to put people on blast, bro. Tamika, I ain't gonna say it again. You know what kind of mushrooms I want, girl. Not a DWI. Exactly, Una. Listen and we don't judge. I did say my mom was on this live. Let me get off here. All right. If you are home, stay safe. If you're not home, get home safe. Excuse me. If you are home, stay safe. If you're not home, get home safe. I will talk to you guys next week. Next week's class. Next week is the Super Bowl. Should we do class? Should we do class on the Super Bowl? Kendrick Lamar is performing. I thought we were boycotting the NFL. I don't know. Next week, we're supposed to be having class at the 9th, at 7 o'clock, as per usual. All right, we'll have class. Next week, I ain't get enough yeses, but I'll be here. I'll be here. You know? Maybe with Kendrick playing in the background. You know what I mean? I'll be here. 7 o'clock, next week's class. We're talking about, hold on, let me look it up. We're talking about a better relationship with your hair, falling back in love with your hair. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you how many women come in for their first appointment and just bash their hair. Who got bumps on their hairline? Tamara, we got to wrap this class up, girl. Cannot be on here another moment. 30 minutes overdue. Listen, I love y'all. Enjoy your evening. Please stay safe. Get home safe. Stay out of Target if you can. You know, stay out of Target if you can. That's all I'm saying. Okay? I'll talk to y'all later.